So, hello everyone, and welcome back to some more of the Darkest Dungeon. So, first and foremost, some of our people definitely still would need some stress relief, but do I fit into here actually? Yes, I do. If I wanna really go into there, I guess I'll let myself go into this location. Shall we settle on a safe word once again? Then, I'm pretty sure, yeah, this place I did fill out with people already as much as possible. So, there's a couple of choices that we could be doing today. Basically, the boss here was the option that I probably would be going with. We would need to do it at some point. I was also thinking that this would be a good one. I just don't care much for this, but we would need to go forward in the cove after all, so I really should concentrate into that location, and I would like to get them both leveled up. I can't be thinking of taking them into a boss fight when they are this sort of a level. As such, at least they can work together pretty well, considering Satan can then deal more damage to someone who is blighted, and Yoshimoto on the other hand I can activate some abilities that will blight. So that could be cool. But for now, if we go into this one, some things were never meant to live. Cleanse the sin of the ancestors' experimentations and put the abomination in the abyss where it belongs. Inchoate flesh. So I guess this is an experiment gone wrong. This is an okay mask. It's not amazing, but it's okay. It's at least more speed and more crit chance, but I don't know if I would really want to use it, but maybe. Just maybe. But then I was thinking that Reynold definitely at least doesn't really have anything bad, so definitely could work in the first spot. Then the second spot could be with Kimbrel Red Eye. I would like to get Duncan or Kimbrel Red Eye closer to actually leveling to the next rank, because it's enough to have one Doko guy here. See, Houndmaster here on this level. Kyo I especially would like to take just for the fact that we have so many diseases in this place. So I like having either Satan Denho or Kyo in this location, because being able to remove diseases, yeah, this is the one. Remove disease. That at least if we get some really annoying disease, we can deal with one. I am kind of considering should I change some of the skills, but we'll see. We'll check that soon before we would be going anywhere. And of course, there's a lot of things at least I would like to be removing from her, but Kiol at least will have the, well, he doesn't at the moment have the healing skill, so maybe I would need to change into it, but we need at least someone with some healing, and Julia at least has this. So hey, that's at least the beginning. Probably would need the leak wounds too, to be honest, just so that we have some chance of actually surviving. If we can't heal at all, then that's gonna be an issue. But how would I do things then? Now that's an excellent question. I guess I can at least get all of the armors and stuff that we can. Yeah, better. Crude catchall, freight collar to a sturdy catchall and rope collar. Yay. Julia has everything. I was thinking that I think she does. Then Reynold at least can get rusty hauberk and a chain mail. And then patterned longsword and a longsword. Cool. Looks a lot cooler, especially the longsword looks so much cooler than the previous ones. Then Kiol can also get the intern's ropes and deceased grenades. Alright, so at least we have all of those. Did also spend a lot of cash into all of it, but on the other hand, it is important. Plague grenade we will be using. I do like the plague grenade. And disorienting blast I definitely wouldn't take away. But battlefield medicine slash possibly blinding gas are something that I am definitely considering. Although of course at the time then couldn't do anything into the first row, which Noxious Blast or Incision actually can do. But maybe that's okay. Of course don't know anything about this boss, so it might be a very bad choice. So if I would be taking this one and upgrading that at least. So cures all of those. It is cool though that it also cures the blight bleed to themselves if they are healing someone else. So, and then in here at least it's always 2-2 healing. Not huge, but better than nothing at least. So if we would be taking that, then would I want this? I do like it, but maybe we can survive without it. Maybe I should just take the Noxious Blast instead. I'm not certain. Let's see, what do I want to be using? Well, you can't have them all, so then I would have to be taking this away if I would want to be having something into the first row. Blight Grenade I definitely enjoy. I like this, just to be able to get someone into the front row, possibly to be able to be hit easier. Although it may not be that necessary in this case, but still, I like the buff, I like this, so I guess it's mostly the question, do I rather just try to do just blighting with you, or would I consider something else? Then let's check Reynald. Ugh, doesn't have any upgrades yet. Basically could go for anything. Well, definitely I do like the stunning blow. Making it more accurate is definitely worthwhile. In this place, well, let's go for this. We definitely need some more buff people who could maybe survive a little bit more efficiently. That could be cool. And after all, it does give torch as well, which may or may not be good. Of course, could be the battle heal too, but I think I'll give battle heals then rather to Tayunta. Of course, then the inspiring cry on the other hand heals a little bit and then decreases stress and increases torch, which isn't bad either, but I could unlock one of those, but I really would need to have them more cash, and I really don't have that much cash anymore when I've already spent this much. So that's mainly the problem, I'd say. And I don't really know if I want to sell any of this stuff. So already would have really made it so that I wouldn't be able to do much else. At least it's not like she can upgrade much anyway, so I can definitely take that because we will be needing it. But otherwise, you would have this. I was talking that we would need this one, but I don't know if I can really afford it at the moment then. So I guess we would be surviving with these instead. Not exactly perfect, but it's not the worst either. Do kind of feel that the leak wounds would be a good option though. At least we do have two then who would have some sort of a healing capability, even if they are small amounts at once. Okay, let's check. What sort of relics would we give peoples? Reynald, first and foremost, there is this Crusader only once. Interesting that you can't. Oh, I'm actually having Kjol equipped. That's why you can't equip it, because it's Kjol. But then if you are definitely not healing, then you can take this now that Tayonda used to use. And this would give more stunning chance, so maybe that's an alright one. Mayhaps. Then, Kjol on the other hand, do I have anything that would... Plus 40% to healing received, it's not bad for certainty. Did I leave any items to anyone else that I would like to take away? Probably not, don't think I do. Other than the ones that they are class specifics anyways. Well, that's there, but otherwise... Otherwise, don't think so. Well, you actually have something that I can use with someone now. And you just have your dice, and yeah, that's the Grave Robber only item. Well, you already have your things, which are totally fine. So you have like, these skills are mostly... This is still ranged, even though it's kind of surprising it's ranged. This of course isn't, if you would be using this one, and I guess I'll have it. Unsure it's that useful though, I probably should rather take this one in this case, but again, the money issue is a little bit of the problem here, mostly. We could use this, so basically it's definitely nothing that bad, but I don't know if it's the best either. Sure, you can have the survival guide, so maybe we can spot a little bit easier stuff. More accuracy, less dodge. Oh yeah, there's even another one of these ranged accuracy skills. So sure, we definitely are not dodging a lot, but at least we would be more accurate, I guess. Which isn't bad. Which isn't bad. Maybe you have this then. You will get more healing at least yourself. So, again, not the best, not the worst. So I guess we would try to just go with these things and let's see how much we would be able to provision at the moment. At least we would be starting with relatively good amounts. I should definitely try these at some point, considering I haven't even tried them yet. So, to see what they actually do. Considering I haven't seen any other use for them, then I should probably try them in the combat at some point. So, see about that option. But let's take first and foremost food, because I definitely need food. And shovels. At least the two. Two should be okay. This location is very much disease ridden, so this stuff would be good to get. Also, I still need some more. Yeah. Antivenom from the Plague Doctor, yes. Sad times. Do I sell then something, even though I meant not to? I won't sell this one. That would just be so annoying to sell something that is so, like, rare. That seems like a good item. Sure. I don't know. I probably wouldn't be using that much, even though I think it would be a pretty good one. But on the other hand, I doubt I would actually end up using it almost never. Let's take 3 maybe medicinal herbs, maybe 1 more of that. Maybe 1 more of the bandages. I don't know. Probably a little bit too much stuff, to be honest, but it's difficult to say.
My zeal for blood rituals and summoning rites had begun to ebb, as each attempt invariably brought only failure and disappointment. Progress was halting, and the rapidly accumulating surplus of wasted flesh had become burdensome.
Considering there's always a picture of the boss on the background, this looks like quite of a mess indeed. That's like a little bit of a horse type of a starting of a head and like tentacled mess, just flesh. Indeed, the flesh. Just beautiful, extremely beautiful. It's a donut horse tentacle monster. With the weird stuff on the back as well. But it has a donut as well in the middle, kinda. Or the middle right side. Yeah, very, very weird thing. I'm sure it will be beautiful when we actually go and see it in the flesh. When it's the flesh. Wow. Excellent jokes and all. But alrighty, I don't know what to expect of this.
The thing is more terrible than I can describe. An incoherent jumble of organ, sinew, and bone.
I agree with you, man. Why did you create something so horrific? Huh? That's an interesting layout. Well, I doubt it's on the right side anymore at this point. But the treasure room is of course interesting, but on the other hand, we can always try to go to the treasure room afterwards, as long as we find the boss. I assume it has to be to the left top corner, not to the right top. There's not many choices where it could be anymore. So I think we're gonna go and move to the left. There's gonna be 2 battles at least when we go all the way to the left, but who knows, the battle room with the curio might give a bonus. Maybe that would be a good bonus. Don't know. We can at least go and check it. But it seems the most reasonable direction to head into first. That was a bad thing. Holy water was bad. I don't know if there's anything that would make this good then. Doesn't, like, everything that I've tested into this seemed to have been just and only bad. So sure, you check it. Dull and uninteresting. That's fine. That's fine. Can't be dull and uninteresting. Well, that's at least more food. I don't think anything else. It's very nice to have surprised them though. I do enjoy that. So, should I buff or should I do what? Let's buff. I say, let's do that. You can do some more damage. You could mark this individual, so maybe we could kill it and destroy it very fast. I don't think this... Yeah, you could maybe barely kill 2 of them, but it's very unlikely, so I think I wouldn't want to go into that. At least this is very likely hit. 50-50 it would be stunning, but we do have the stunning bonus item, so in that sense we do have a good chance of a stun. At least, even though it didn't die, but that was alright. Sniper shot, yes please. Aw, it didn't die. Why didn't you kill? Well, at least we dodged the stressiness of that individual. Munchy munchy. They wanted to munch on me, and I don't like it. Do the blade grenades. Why not? Yeah, it's gonna die to it. It is a lot of blight. 5 points per round if the individual doesn't resist it. Of course, it's most likely not gonna be working out very well against the
gently.
Inchoate flesh, because it feels that really wouldn't be good enough against it. But hey, of course, maybe. Let's do Bola. Yeah, I was thinking that at least one should die for sure.
The offensive.
So basically, next turn, this carrier eater with the blight will die, and now we just need to kill this individual. And that's alright. To be honest, yeah, sure. Go and make it some more light, because why not?
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Definitely originally didn't realize how much light actually that skill does as well. Heal. You don't need to do a thing, but do something for stress relief. And then you can heal a little bit of kill. 6 points, that's a nice healing.
Inspiration.
Well,
and improvement.
Of course they also have the fact of receiving more healing, so... I was thinking that maybe we get a crit and get even more stuff, but... No chance on that, but not that it mattered. Yes. Death by inches. Oops.
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
I don't know about that. That at least had a lot of supplies. Oh no, don't do it. Well, we resisted it, so it's okay, but we didn't get anything of it, so that's the shame. Just maggots. That's pretty easy peasy. Don't know. Well, their blight resistance is even low, so if you hit and blight them, well, at least one will die to it, so not bad. And you moved. And we of course got the disease, which is so surprising. Sad stuns though. Sad stuns. Go kill.
Executed with impunity.
Sadly, Reynold didn't get the turn yet, so he just has to do it then afterwards. At least Kill does resist blights pretty nicely. Aw. Well, or not kill it. 2 left though. It's not that bad.
Unforgiving.
Noxious Blast. Aw, resisted everything. At least you get a turn now, so
Another abomination
you can accuse them for being just maggots. Yay, scouting. Not much, but a little bit. Who wants the scrolls? Sure, you do it, Kiol. Nah. Yeah, sure, it could have been worse. It can always be worse, I guess. At the end of the day, it can always be worse. I was thinking it has to be here, right? Yeah. That's exactly where it is. Then just lots of treasure rooms. I would love to explore more, but it doesn't make sense to not go to the boss first, and I guess it makes sense to go and rest first and try to have some extra paths, so this is definitely very interesting map layout, very short distance to the boss. Usually it's always a lot longer distance, and this time just so very, very short.
Circle in the dark. The battle may yet be won.
Just eat well, why not? No point not to. But then, what do we want to do? So hemophilia was bleed resist lower. It's not that bad, but it would still be nice to cure. But let's see what else we want to do first. If we just want to prevent the nighttime ambush, then that's alright. There isn't actually that good buffs. I think she, as in Julia, has the best buffs, so marching plan, at least some more speed. And then definitely this, even though it also decreases your speed, but that's alright. You get a lot more bonus damage. I think that's definitely worth it. Then, what afterwards? Of course, if we want to just make it so that we will get overall less stress in the battles. Should have bought some better camping skills, to be honest. Guess I might as well now remove the disease, because why not? Yay! Hemophilia cured! You do get more accuracy from this actually, so that wouldn't be the worst. That's better than most people get, even if otherwise it's not like you need it that much. But on the other hand, if we can all the time stack Blight, it wouldn't be bad. I guess that's the best we can do, so sure. This needle is for me, finally. Yes. I feel strong and powerful, let us carry on. I've seen nothing that I'm not prepared for. Blessed are we that no fear has overtaken us. No chance for foraging more timber now, best press on. Whoever packed all this food, I could kiss you. Thank you very much, but no thank yous.
Darkness closes in, haunting the hearts of men.
It's just darkness. Well, definitely wanna start working on this annoyance. Just lovely noises in this darkness though. Extremely lovely. Maybe I should try out what this does, so then at least I know exactly. So what does this do now that I remembered? Okay, so it's a buff. Okay, so yeah, that's +2 speed is from the camping, but this is actually a ridiculously good dog treat, so I gotta save the next one to the boss. For 3 rounds, plus 50% damage, plus 15 accuracy. Amazing. But again, I wouldn't have been able to know really, so... Hey, at least that guy should be dead. At least I should really put it into use sometimes rather than just throw it away like I usually do it all the time, just because I don't know where to use it. I don't know how good it was until now, so I just threw it away, which is excellent choice. You can just go and place yourself back into where you're supposed to be. Sure, heal. Such lovely noises. They're just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Ah, you missed. That's a sad, sad thing. Well, at least they missed too. So, I can't be too sad about that. Basically should be a certain kill. And then just would need to deal with you, which is not that easy, so sure, just heal yourself to max in the meantime. Noxious Blast. Just horrible noises. Well, that was an easy battle, but basically, especially because of the dog treat. But okay, so we can just go to this, see about the boss, and then whatever we want to do after that, if we are alive, if we are in a good place, because that's impossible to know beforehand. Why do you actually have the minus 20% stress? It's sometimes interesting to me. It says quest related, like specifically this quest, but I guess this quest somehow gave it to us at some point, but sometimes it's a little bit confusing when has that happened. Okay, well, at least you, Reynold, were a warrior of light, so now there's at least in that sense more sense to have a good torch level, but we have a pretty okay amount of different ways to attack, as in to the back, into the front. It's just I have no idea what to expect from this fight, so I guess we'll just go for it. I guess I might use this for someone, maybe you. Get a buff from that for a while. Some resistances, maybe.
Squirming, contorting and ever expanding.
What did it do
This
even?
horror must be unmade.
So it like created another part of itself? I didn't really understand what happened there exactly, other than there is indeed lovely mouths there, and there is 4 parts of it, but it is one huge creature with 100 health. I don't know if it is something that will... At least blight resist is actually really low, so that's cool. I am sure that all of these 4 parts will move separately and do whatever they do. But then I presume it has just 100 health overall. Or does each part have 100 health? Possibly. It's possible that each of them has 100 health. But I really don't know. But let's start with the plague grenade. At least they're both blighted, those things at the back. Should I do a guard dog? Possibly. Did I have some... You have at least a bonus to damage if you have low health. Just wondering indeed if someone else has something similar. Because then it might be better that they are not guarded. Well, you have the nervous bleeder, but that's basically not something to consider. Yeah, not sure. Well, let's mark some part, I guess. Maybe this in the middle. That's at least something that we can hit as well with her too. Or should we concentrate this one in the little bit more to the back? Maybe. On the other hand, we have started to blight it, so let's start from here. They do have actually these 2 parts. They all have actually ridiculously high protection values. So marking and getting lower protection does sound like a excellent plan anyways. Stun resistance is relatively high, but it's not ridiculous. Let's start with trying to stun this first part. Okay. You debuff the dodging chance, but dodge at least, or your hero to hit chance is actually really good anyways, and hero to crit is 31%, which is cool. Of course, damage is still pretty low, so because the protection value is still 28%. No, it does have one huge health bar, but I don't know, does it really, after that, go and die if it's all the way down that 100 health bar? That is a lot of damage though. A lot of damage. Gladly both of the tails missed. Okay, so they transformed into something different. They always transform. I was thinking that I saw something like that, but I didn't really know what to think of it, and apparently these parts just heal. Yeah. Sanguine strokes. Well, that's an interesting boss, certainly. Extremely interesting boss. Well, let's but these guys have all basically no protection. So should I just go for a huge hit? They actually won't do any damage, that's for sure. So maybe just huge hit. Try to bring it down fast and furious. Of course, might be better that I stunned, but I did more damage than it healed. So probably better that way. I don't want to start healing yet. At least not with kill, because if we get this much blight all the time to them, that would be pretty amazing, I'd say. Because that's like 20% damage by blight, which is a ridiculous amount. Maybe I should now then actually try to use the dog treat. I'm gonna actually tempt see what, how we would be doing then. I am worried about Kimrel Red Eye's health though, but I do feel like we should just try to take it down as fast as possible, but definitely at least attack the marked part. Chance to crit is very low for me though, but hey, at least some nice bleeding too, as a little bit of extra damage. Definitely just shoot, because it's such a good chance to even crit. I do need to worry about the health, at least next round I feel like though. I was hoping for a crit. No crit though, but it is a good amount of damage. Okay, now it's a those two parts that I haven't had anything done for, as in these two in the back, I don't know what they do. This one that has the horse head, we know that does at least a really good amount of damage when it hits. We don't know what the tail does because we dodged it twice. But no healing parts this time around. I think I will just Blight again. It's been working well thus far. These parts do have more Blight resistance, however. 5 points, 6 points for 3 rounds. Maybe I should try to take a Blight into a more certain part. Okay, Bone Sapphire tries to stun, but it didn't manage to work out, at least previously. But maybe, yeah, I should try to Blight, even though it's gonna be less Blight, but these at least have some Blight resistance. But on the other hand, I do have 120% base Blight with this. So basically, at least these parts, if we think about Blight resistance being 20, shouldn't be able to resist at all, and these would have slight resistance chances. But I guess I will just Blake the ones in the back, because that could be, again, 10 more damage. Yeah, perfect. Okay, resisted the Blight, cool. Yeah, it's so close to death though. At least this at the moment. Maybe it will just lose one part of this body, which is plausible when it goes low in the health as in down. Maybe then it will lose one part. It's very likely. At least to my mind it feels that otherwise it's gonna be too easy if it doesn't, but we'll see. I don't know. Okay, more Blight. Trying to get us to Blight. But yeah, the protection on this thing is ridiculous, so we definitely will not hit it, but
Its
21.
destruction is a small consolation, given the implications
No,
of its
all of them
terrible
die.
existence.
Okay. That really was
This
it.
expedition at least promises success.
Well, I do have to say that I assume that would be way tougher, but we just happened to have an amazing setup for that. Like, Kiol was actually ridiculous in this. This stuff, like dealing 10 damage, 20 damage per round, is so fast way to kill it. Kiol is like a must for this type of a boss. Definitely, like, I couldn't have believed. I just brought Kiol for the reason that, like, I was thinking that I hate the diseases here. It's nice to be able to cure a really annoying accuracy debuff or something if we happen to get one before the boss. But, alright, that was surprising. Extremely. You can eat food, because why not? You're full now, I understand. Okay, that was probably the easiest boss ever. And I doubt we'll ever get as easy of a boss again. But okay, well, I think we can continue. Get some extra treasures. We're in such a perfectly great situation that why the heck not? Even if we have to use a shovel here, sure, we may get diseases. Sure, we may be, in that sense, getting something annoying to us, but still, it's not that bad. Like, Kiol in most situations isn't that amazing here, other than the purposes of indeed that, okay, they have a good resistances, I hate diseases, I'm liking the idea of being able to cure a disease straight away here. But a lot of these enemies do have a relatively high Blight resistance, at least if I remember correctly, and 40% isn't low anyways. So in that sense he's not good, but then there's so many reasons that he is good, so just attack. Alright, and you will bleed down, that's cool. I don't want these things to act if possible. This one will be able to, sadly. I don't like hooks where they hurt. That is certainly true. You can just hit.
Decimated.
Nice crit. Bloody good shot indeed, Julia. Bloody good. Sure, just try to blight that guy. Oh, resisted the blight.
Confidence
How sad.
surges as the enemy crumbles.
Another hook. And considering how relatively little we actually have healing in this group.
Press
Nice.
disadvantage. Give them no quarter.
Even more food. There's no reason to eat as much as possible
Such
when...
blockages are unsurprising. These tunnels predate even the earliest settlers.
Alright, so at least through these couple of treasure rooms for sure. We want to pick up as much treasure as we can. Sure, it means battles, but that's okay. Ah, and at least this guy has a very low blight resist, so that's cool. Let's do so that we mark you. Then I can try to sniper shot you, but we will also blight anyways. Because I do like to also take care of this guy ASAP. Could I just kill you?
Begone,
Don't like
fiend.
you very much. Thank you very much. Then could you kill? Thanks. 31 crit. Of course this treasure is here, but we have so little stress that it's not that big of a deal. Almost everyone even dodged that, which is quite surprising. Bleeding. I guess you might as well cure yourself from that. Even if you could also do some more blight, but... try to stun. Thank you. You can stun this guy if you could. Should have just gone for a hit, I guess. Oh well. Not that big of a deal at the end of the day, but a little bit annoying. Well, you will die next turn anyway, so who cares about you now?
The wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden.
Never ever hidden. I could have actually tried to do something like a blight to this guy, but he does have a high blight resist. 60% is quite high. Good kill. Nice.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
We have such a ridiculous amount of food again. Just eat! We definitely don't need to carry all of that. Do I want to use the rest of the torches? I think these are holy water. I think it could be useful in something in here, but I don't remember exactly what. So I guess I'll just leave that behind for now.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
Jade is definitely more valuable than most of the stuff that we're carrying around, so in that sense I probably should be taking it, but just a question, what would I leave? Well, we definitely won't be eating all of this food, will we now? So maybe I should leave the food, the 12 stack food, when we can't even eat more at the moment and everything. Sure, it's a great amount to be able to heal with, but otherwise it's not really much of a value. Well, we did want to eat immediately though, so maybe it was a bad choice, but hey, we'll see. Okay, another group like this. Didn't get the surprise this time around, but that's okay. Black Grenade is of course something that it doesn't, in most of these cases, kill immediately, but it's a really good kill that will happen eventually. And especially if there's a big enemy like there was that boss, it's like, it was amazing. It finished off the job so much faster. Pretty good. I was thinking that I might not kill either one, but I thought that, yeah, I'll take the risk. Aw, why did you have to blight us? As in stress us? What am I even talking about? Sure, kill that.
Powerful blow.
When that guy has already acted, then kill the other guy. Why not? With bad luck, he would still be able to get a turn, but hopefully not. No more blight. Yeah, they did get a turn, so I guess I should have killed you instead nonetheless, but I thought that surely we could get a turn before, but sadly no. Oh yeah, and do have your light ability like this too, so
Safety.
you really wouldn't need much of anything really.
Seize this momentum.
It's an unlock strong
Push
box,
on
so
to the
maybe
task's end.
because these sometimes they can. I'm not really sure about these unlock strong boxes. If they are locked, if they have a lock, then it's always easy. Just use the skeleton key. That's it. But with these, they sometimes open completely without a problem, I feel like, and sometimes they have a trap. So maybe try to use some of these other things that might be helping with that, but that didn't have an effect. That didn't have an effect. That's not gonna have an effect, but fine. I'll use it, at least it's an inventory space. But this apparently just opened without any problems, so I don't know about those. Sometimes they feel like they open with no issues, and sometimes definitely not. Let's go forth. Why not? We did get quite a lot of bleeding. Ah, already been looted. Still some more bleeding apparently. Apparently a completely empty room. Well, we have to clear this. We have still a little bit of food if they really get hungry again. Might be better that I left at this point because we are actually starting to stress a little bit more.
The match is struck.
No secret rooms found.
Is born.
Let's have a peek. That would be the holy water situation, yep, I remember now. But didn't remember before that. Would there have been something? Would there not be? 100% chance, so should be good. I don't know if you can still fail if you have 100 or 120 trap resistance. That's a good question, I have no idea. Let's just use the last one, why not?
Spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
I guess I could just go to the battle room, do the battle, we might get some treasures from it. There's these battles too, but it's not like we have to battle everything. Sure, you try it out. I have no idea what that did. I didn't see anything happening really. Alright, then an enemy group of some kind. Alright, humans, bandits. Let's plague them. Alright, then who'd go against? Maybe you. You won't die yet. Or will you? Actually, you should. Yeah, already to just bite with that. That's nice. Try to stun. Actually a nice amount of damage anyways, even if it wouldn't have stunned. You could actually heal for a change. We have let our Houndmaster get a little bit wounded. Do the Noxious Blast. But yeah, when the Blight skills have been upgraded, it's such an amazing amount of damage from the Blight. Really. It's just ridiculous. 17 crit too. And you will die to the Blight anyway, so I or may not take care of you right now.
A victory. Perhaps the turning point.
Won't complain about that. Okay, guess I'll just check some of these corridors then a little bit more, because there is something more in these corridors while we still have the food. That's extremely unuseful, but yeah, well, that's a torch. That's not that amazing, just saying. That's extremely not amazing. Sure, we'll get a little bit more stress, but we have basically no stress. This would have been an amazingly short episode if I just left immediately when we got the boss killed.
Wealth beyond measure. Awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
Sure. Use the one torch. Of course, if we let it go down a lot, we would get extra loots. So I was like, I don't know if I should even use it, but I don't know. Maybe I should even go to the other combats while we still have the food to go on. I don't think I have what would make this more usable. Would be indeed the medicinal things. You try, I guess. You should have a pretty good disease resistances. At least blight resistance is amazing, but trash treasures? Well, got even more food. Now we could survive here even longer. Torch will go down, of course, but it's not like we require torch that much. Okay, so I don't know. I guess I'll go and investigate the rest of these things too, because it's kind of funny to be able to do that in the boss place. Gotta say. Spiders! Our task is the same, no matter if it's dim, dark, or bright. Indeed, your task does not change in any way. Nice blight. And that spider is a goner. I do dislike these green spiders, the blighters, more, but in this situation wasn't really a big deal. To be honest, you should just make sure to kill this, other than that's not a sure hit, so I should choose a more accurate hit than if I wanted to make sure that it would die.
Masterfully executed.
Nice, nice. Indeed, extremely masterfully executed. I could hit, but I guess I'll save it for a little bit later and rather do that. No chance for a crit apparently, or we didn't at least get a crit. Would there be a chance or no?
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a
We do
slow
have a
and
bandage,
insidious killer.
which appears to be protecting us. We could use that, but now it's only 1 damage anyways, so not a biggie anyways. 2 more possible battles, so let's see what's up with these battles. Should I start working on one of you guys, or should I try to kill that guy? But it's kind of alone there, so I guess I would prefer to just... Oof, nice, got some stress relief, of course. We will get more stress as a result of that goddamn vomit. Ah, shame. Well, it happens when we are especially in this darkness fighting. Actually, just call a mark on it, so that it will be killed as soon as possible. Aww. It dodged. Well, not too bad though. Let's just stop you from acting. You will be dying to that anyways then next time around, so you will not get an action. You got your action now. I was thinking that we're so gonna get a disease, but that's okay. It's not like you have to go anywhere then later on. That's not nice, that red plague though. Definitely not nice. Ah. Well, you do have a blight resistance of 100, so against this carrier eater especially, that's definitely not very useful. Definitely try to start healing a little bit though. Got a little bit more wounded than I would prefer. It's actually nice that you didn't kill. It's nice that you did stun though, so we can get a little bit of extra healing. Just teeny tiny bit, at least with you, so that no more bleeding happens either, so that's nice enough. And actually you got the next turn, so perfect. Of course, then it won't be perfect if we won't be hitting this guy with neither of the next people to move and act, but we did.
Success so clearly and
We can use the one torch. I do like to keep it a little bit lighter than all the way to the extreme darkness levels.
a handsome reward for a task well performed.
You can eat. That will make enough space. We don't need to have this torch though. Definitely no need for it. Okay, the last battle. It's almost every corridor. Sadly, haven't found the secret room. I was kind of thinking that, well, we've been scouting so well and we've been going around here so much that maybe we'll be able to find even the secret room, but sadly, no luck in that. But maybe that would be asking a little bit too much. Should I just stun you? Sure. Ah. Well, apparently that was a little bit too much to ask for. Yay, dodge. I was thinking that this might deal enough damage that this one individual at least will die. And they did, so that's very nice. 15% hit hero to crit chance isn't that great, but I guess you can give it a shot. Yeah, I was thinking that they probably will get one more turn. Not too bad though, even if we would go and leave with a little bit of stress, but that's very, very little nonetheless. At least just a little bit of stress relief. Still, the last battle.
Ghoulish horrors.
Well, we don't
Brought
need the
low and
shovel.
driven into the mud.
Antivenom is worth less, though. Would we have something to do with the antivenom later? Probably not. So, sure. Yeah, this thing definitely nothing to be done with the shovel, and Key is kinda a desperate attempt. Yeah, fine. I'll try just for the fun of it. Kill. Rotten pile has invested us, but you resisted, so hey, cool. Should I still go for that last curio? Fine, I guess. Then at least we can say we've cleared this boss place completely 100%. There's nothing left for even the rats or like anything. It's just absolutely cleared. It's a little
The
backpack.
darkness holds much worse than mere trickery.
Does it
and
now though?
boogeymen.
Boogiemans. I think we can leave. Yes, we're done. That was incredibly easy. Okay, now I know that I will definitely for any future Inchoate type of flesh bosses take a kill type of an individual who can blight two creatures at once with 10 blight damage, just straight up. I just have really hated the diseases in this place, and that's why I was like, well, I would like to take Satendeho too, because of the fact of being, and it would have been a bad choice other than the fact that I was still feeling that the fact that Satendeho is level 0 was the bad thing, nothing else. Aw, Kiel did level up now though. Guess they did deserve it. I have no idea what that disease is. You are a night owl, you are a natural, which I'm not exactly sure I like, but maybe. Vampiric spirits, don't enjoy. But otherwise, pretty nice, pretty nice. Another boss dead. Another boss down and dead.
Ancient and crumbling, the Abbey's masonry fares no better than the faith of its congregation.
Cloister is locked. Transit cost, penance soul cost minus 50%. So are they cheaper? Indeed, the elements have not been kind to the old Abbey. The very soil itself seems to reject the place. Works is expected to last through the week. Noisy repairs. Or is it... This is cured, this is cured. No longer fearful. Unholy Hater, permanent. Shocker removed. Stone Rotator removed. Deadly permanency. Cool. Yeah, there is work in place. Cost seems to be less, but I don't know then if it's as efficient. But it's good that we have at least another spot here. No, one last for each of you. And something, whatever you were saying. But yeah, this place, of course, completely unavailable. Take my plot as you have taken my mind. Indeed. You would like to go into that location, yes. You do have another disease still, which I would like to remove, but you might as well go here first. It's like, I partially would like to just increase these places with these portraits, but on the other hand I don't. Hot Bath and a Companion. Ah, that's what you would like then, Caesar. You can definitely go and start to be removing your diseases. That would be very preferable. You may as well go there and get rid of the worries. What a name it is. Guess that's pretty good then. I would like to be sending out next probably the really low level group, because after all, we still need to at least get Satendenho and Yoshimoto leveled up. I do want to have another one of the shield breakers after all. So leveling them up would be cool. Sadly, the Cove only has veteran missions available for the next time apparently. So that doesn't seem very helpful. We could go for the silence in the groups, which would allow us to then have a better chance of trying to actually fight the boss in here. I guess that could be okay. Or, Caregiver's Convention. I guess I would like to go there then, because I do like this expecting a lot, as in, not this that much. Book of Constitution, I guess it's okay, but Caregivers Convention, to be able to get that stuff free, almost, is pretty cool. I do like that. But yeah, so another boss down. I'm extremely surprised about the circumstances, as they are. 50% clearing of the Warrens for the next veteran level boss as well, so not that far away. But yeah, I really would need to go to the Cove. And I would like to kill this thing at some point too, but I would like to do some more of the low level characters playing. And hey, at least we are able to get Tayunda to join the crew.
Mighty sword
Or
arm
Tayunda number
anchored
2.
by holy purpose.
I do like
A
Luminous.
zealous warrior.
That's not cool though. And apparently intense craving for alcohol. Is that true, Tayunta? Is that true? But yeah, because it's I think that whenever someone like Reynold, if Reynold dies, if Duncan dies, if Marek Verse die, I will never replace them. We will just think about another name if we want to be hiring another one of these same individuals, because there's no point renaming them. But when it's actually real person that I'm naming people after, it just feels kind of sad and wrong to just let them go forever and never have them in our team again. Of course, they have to start from the beginning, so it will be a long way to go. But as Tayonta, you did get us this, was one of the important people to get us this ancestral portrait, so you can have that at least. That's cool, I guess. Then what other things did we have? Yeah, that's just the stun skill. I guess I didn't have a healing related thing for you guys at the moment. I guess for the moment I would prefer, well, I don't know which one I prefer. I was thinking that maybe I prefer that, and then I was suddenly like, no, I don't know if I prefer that after all. Just changing my mind about these things. What else was it that I was going to say? You can take this off too, if I can actually manage to do that. And then Julia was in that mission, yes. Oh yeah, about the antiquarium. Antiquarian even. I have noticed, like, specifically when we run around with the antiquarian a little bit, we did find those antiques, which can be worth quite a bit of cash. Especially sometimes the really valuable antiques, and it does make sense that when she's someone that recognizes antique items, that then it's a special thing that those will only appear when Antiquarian is running about. So definitely I do want to be taking her into a run, even though I'm not certain exactly what all of these use, because this, some of them seem a little bit difficult for me to figure out what would be the perfect way to use them. Like, I do the Blight, but it's relatively low level Blight after all, so it's not that amazing. But, it's damage, of course, yes. But, yeah, not that amazing, but money-wise, yes, that's pretty cool, at least. That's definitely cool. I could be sending someone at least into here, but of course it's expensive without having the possibility to... like this, at least. Yeah, it's not that expensive as long as I'm just removing something. If I am trying to also reinforce something, then that is actually really expensive. So sure, let's send you into there at least. Let's see if someone else has something that I would specifically like to remove. A Varren's Foe especially. That's 4,200, but I guess I can afford it. So we can actually use the place a little bit. But yeah, I'm very happy to have gotten Tayunda. Actually, I was talking about also trying to hire a vessel, a new vessel, even though it means that I will have 3 vessels. But
a sister of battle, pious and unrelenting.
But someone who would be in the front row. Definitely different set of clothes. I think this is the most different. You do have some problems here though, that I would like to immediately address. But on the other hand, you have Cove Explorer, so that could be a nice one at least to go into that direction. Actually, you're perfect for almost already to the role of being in the second spot, because you have Mace Bash and the Hand of Light. Because I've never really used either of these, but they would still need to be a healer too. I probably for then whenever I decide a name for them anyways, I need to choose some sort of a cleric type name. I will definitely unlock this. They will need this. This at least they can use in the second spot. Then I probably would be having still this available. Even though they can't use it, they can use this one. But it's a little bit difficult for me to go without any bigger healing, especially if they're the only one that would be doing healing. If they're not the only one, like maybe if I would put Tayunda to have a healing skill as well, then I could have this one and then like could completely try to be running a proper second spot cleric. But yeah, it's a interesting one. I would like to try it out. Not sure how that would work out. But hey, I hope you enjoyed this time the Darkest Dungeon as well, even though it ended up being an extremely easy boss, easiest ever. Well, it was that all thanks to Kiol, really. But hope you enjoyed. I'll see you for more next time. So thank you for watching. See you for more soon. So bye bye.